Hey guys, what's up? Today's look is going to be on this no makeup look, no foundation type thing. I don't know. That's really been a thing on YouTube lately, the no foundation makeup look. So yeah, this look is perfect for running errands, for those days when, you snooze our alarm a little bit too many times, for the gym. If you are one of those people who can't be seen without makeup, this is a perfect look for the gym because you don't look like, you're doing too much to go to the gym. Or just, a beginner who's, wanting to do a little bit with their makeup but doesn't want to go all full beat glam. This is perfect for beginners as well. So yeah, let's just stop talking and let's just get right into it. Welcome to my bare face. I have nothing on because I want to show you how fast and how easy it is to go and create a no makeup look or no foundation look. That's been the thing on YouTube lately, the no foundation makeup look, which is just concealer. It's pretty much the same thing as foundation, but whatever. So I'm going to be showing you how to get ready in less than 10 minutes. This actually usually takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, but with me talking and all that, explaining what I'm doing, it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I promise this will get you out the door in under less than 10 minutes and you look pretty put together. This look is perfect for, for back to school, going to work, when you snooze your alarm 5 too many times. I get it, we've all been there. That's me every day. I hate waking up. I hate waking up. I'm just not a morning person. I hate waking up. Like, I just can't. It just makes me so mad to wake up so early. Well, my number one tip is when you're in a rush getting ready is to always start on what's most important to you. For me, it would be brows. Like, I can walk out and just brows, nothing else on my face. If I have my brows, I am good to go. And then after that, it would be like a little bit of concealer, a little bit of mascara, and so on and so forth. So on a daily basis, or if we're in a rush, we woke up too late, we don't have time to be highlighting, contouring, eyelashes, glowing to the gods. We ain't got time for that, and no one got time for that on a daily basis. So just make sure that you always start with what's most important to you. So that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to do my brows first, and then I will show you the no foundation little trick that I like to do and I can do super fast. So recently I've been using the Benefit Ka-Brow. This is in the shade number 5. Now sometimes if I'm in a super rush, I just use a powder because powders are super forgiving and they're super easy to just kind of slap on, and it just kind of fills in all those gaps. With a brow pomade like this, it's a little bit harder to shape your brows. But I'm pretty fast at it, so that's why I'm using this. But I would recommend using a powder to just kind of go over your brows and just give them a little bit more color and fill in those sparse gaps that you may have. Also, a dip brow pomade is a little bit harsh, so when you're going for a no makeup look, it can easily look like you have sharpie eyebrows. So just go easy on the pomade if you're doing this no makeup look. I think that, like I said before, that a powder would look way better with this no makeup look, or even a brow pencil, but it's whatever you prefer. I prefer the dip brow pomade. I just love how shaped my brows look with it, so yeah, just do whatever your little heart desires. Also, a major key when doing your brows with the pomade is make sure that you brush the product through your brows so it doesn't look super harsh, and this kind of gives you a little bit more of a natural brow, if you will. Now that I have my eyebrows done, don't I look like I just went from a 0 to like a 3? Hey, those 3 points count, So now for me, the next thing that is important to me is my complexion. Especially right now that I've been kind of breaking out a lot, and I mean, they're kind of going away, but you can still see like these little scars around my face, and I want to conceal my dark under eyes. So that's what we're going to be doing, and the concealer is going to act as our foundation because, when we're in a hurry, we don't have time to be pulling out millions of products. So with this, you're kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone. You're going to conceal and kind of even out the rest of your skin tone. I recommend using, obviously, a concealer that's the shade of your skin, don't be using the concealer that you use to highlight underneath your eyes. I did use this to highlight like towards the beginning of the summer because I was a little bit more tan, but now I'm not as tan anymore. It's kind of my skin tone, so that's why I'm using this one. But any concealer that you have that matches your skin will work. Now, we are not going to apply this all over our face. We're just going to be applying it to where, you know, our skin needs a little bit more help. So for me, like I said, it's these little areas. So I'm going to conceal this first, and then I'm going to go in everywhere else where I need to. So you can blend this out with your finger. Your finger will work perfectly, but actually, you know what? I am with just for these little breakouts, because if I use the beauty blender is kind of going to soak up all the product, and we don't want that because we do want this to be super concealed. So I'm just going to tap it out with my finger. And this is super fast. You know, everyone has fingers, right? Okay, so it's a little like splotchy, but we're gonna go back with the beauty blender and kind of help that out. So the next thing for me would be my under eyes. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit on my under eyes, just a little bit, and around my nose because I get kind of red there, and here's a little bit reddish. And on my freckles, just a little bit. I'm just applying a little bit. I'm not going crazy with this. It might look like a lot, but I promise it's not. So now I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to start out here and blend this out. Now this is not going to be a super full coverage type of no makeup, so if you don't like that, then you're not going to like this little tutorial. But if you just kind of want an even out canvas face, this will work perfectly for you. Okay, so now I'm just taking whatever is left on this beauty blender and going over all the other areas. I didn't apply any concealer, so you know what, on camera this concealer looks super light, but in person it's not. I'm gonna apply just a little bit more on my nose, especially I have a lot of freckles there, and I just kind of want to even everything out. Okay, so now that we went from a 0 to a 3, now we're at a 5-ish kind of. You squint your eyes, I'm kind of a 5 right now. So as you can see, you can still see my freckles. I'm not sure from, like, you know, we're kind of far away, so I don't know if you can still see my freckles. I can still see my freckles are apparent, but I just kind of evened out my skin tone. The redness is a little gone. I mean, some is still peeking through, but that's the whole thing of this no makeup look, is just to kind of look like you're not wearing any makeup. And of course, if you have blemishes that are a little bit more stubborn, they don't want to be hidden, just kind of go over them with a little bit of concealer with your finger and kind of just tap that out, and it will be diminished. Now, of course, you can stop right here. You know, whatever is most important to you, and however much time that you have to do this, just, you know, stop here if you want to. But since we are all one color right now, and our face isn't naturally like that, we kind of have to bring some color back in. So I'm just gonna bronze just a little bit, and I'm just taking a blush brush because, you know, when we're in a hurry, we ain't got time to be switching brushes. And a major key is a palette that has all of your products in here. So a bronzer, a blush, bronzer, blush, and highlight. This one's from Becca, and this one's by Becca and the colorette. This one's by Becca, the collaboration. This one is by Becca and collab with Chrissy Teigen, but I do have a drugstore option for you. This one right here is the Flower Beauty contouring palette, Lift and Sculpt. I do like this palette, but my bronzer kind of broke out, so that's why I'm not using it. But it has the bronzer, the blush, and the highlights. Perfect for, you know, an everyday look. I'm just going to bronze up my face a little bit. Just a little bit, just bringing some color back into the face so we don't look so dead. And I swear, on camera, I'm looking a little white, but I do not look like that in person. Like, it looks like my natural skin tone. Okay, now with the same brush, I'm just gonna go in with the blush. I'm barely gonna dip into the blush because I just want a little bit of color, not too much, just like barely like, whoop, like that. And smile. Just a little bit of color. So for the highlights, you want to use a highlight that's just like a super like soft glow. Like you see, this is not like the super shimmery highlight. It's just gonna give you a nice like glow from within. Make sure that you use that because if you use like a super like bright like wet highlight, it's not gonna look natural. It's not gonna look like you're glowing from within. So you really want a glowy from within highlight. And this palette's perfect for that. The Flower Beauty one that I recommended, that one's really intense. So I would just, you know, go super light-handed with it. So now I'm just gonna take the same brush and dip the little tip, just the tip. And I'm just gonna, a little bit, and go on top of my cheekbones. Like, do you see that? It doesn't look super like Instagram highlight. It's just a nice glow. And also, you want to make sure that you create this kind of like little C shape because when we glow, like naturally glow, that's where we, you know, glow. Like this little shape right here. Just a little bit. And I'm going to do a little bit of my nose. Now with this Tarte shape concealer that I use, I don't find that I need to set it, but if you're using any other concealer that you know will crease, set it just with a little bit of powder, just enough to set it, not like to mattify or anything like that. But, so, okay, we're done pretty much here. I don't really care for mascara anymore. I used to be one of those people who were like, I cannot go out without mascara. Like, I have to put on mascara to go to the bathroom, you know? Like, I just couldn't see myself without mascara. But now I'm just like, whatever. The older that I get, the less makeup that I feel like I need to wear because I don't really care what anyone thinks anymore. And that's another tip. Don't care what anyone thinks. Go out without makeup if you don't want to. But you know, there's sometimes we have those days where we're not really feeling ourselves, you know, like we usually do. And we do have to do something like this. So I'm just gonna get an eyelash curler and curl my eyes. Curl my eyes, curl my lashes. And see, that already just kind of opened up our eyes a little bit. So that's what I do. You can go ahead and do a little bit of mascara and it's not even gonna look like a lot, you know what? Let me just put a little bit of mascara just so you can see. Okay, my mascara's on. Looks a little bit different. We went from a 3 to a 5. Now we're looking like a 7, 8. You don't know, you tell me. So now let's just finish up this look. You don't have to do this again, but I like to add a little bit of color to my lips. I'm going to use a gloss because I just feel like glosses are just a little bit more like a natural type thing, you know what I'm saying? You could use a lip balm, of course, you know, whatever you want. You could even go with a bold lip because in that way it looks like you put a little bit effort or you had time to get ready, but you know, we all know you snooze your alarm 5 times. So I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer. This one is in the shade Charmer. I love these lip glosses because they're super pigmented and they're not super sticky, which are super comfortable to wear. And this color is kind of like my lips, but better and glossy. The nice thing about lip glosses, like a nude lip gloss, is that you don't have to be super careful on how to apply. You just kind of swipe it up, swipe it on, and do that, and you're pretty much done. Now I am gonna go in with my MAC Fix Plus just because this kind of melts all of the powders together, and it just gives you a really nice dewy finish. Oh, it's locked. This is the finished look, guys. Of course, you can always tailor it to your personal needs and preferences. Like I said, you don't have to do the mascara. You could add mascara to the bottom lash line. You could add highlight to the inner corner, to the brow bone, whatever. It's just, you know, the main thing about these no makeup looks, or, you know, when you're in a rush, is to be sure to start off with what's most important to you. So if you have a little bit more time, you know, you could go in with eyelashes, you know, you could just do a little bit more things, but just make sure that you start off with what's most important to you and what makes you feel more beautiful. You guys, we definitely went from a 0 to a 10, right? I love this look because it really makes you look put together, and you'd probably fool your boyfriend or, you know, your crush thinking like, yeah, I'm all about that natural look, but really we did a little couple of steps to amp up our features. But guys are kind of oblivious and they don't really know. Now, I have to go because I have to go run some errands. I'm telling you, this is perfect for that. And I hope that you enjoyed my no makeup, no foundation, whatever the heck these YouTubers are doing nowadays. It's my little rendition on it. Hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you learned something new. And let me know down in the comments, what is your first go-to step? Like for me, it was the eyebrows. What can't you be seen without on the streets? So just comment that below, and don't forget to like this video. And if you haven't liked this video, then subscribe. So this is the finished cut.